Hello there people and welcome back to my brand new Building Barça series. It's episode 3 now, we're still in the early days of the series, but we're looking alright, we've still got 4 players who don't play for Barcelona in the team, but by the end of this episode, hopefully that will all be gone. And yeah, that's just going to be something you guys will have to wait and see. We're going to be doing so much this episode. The title is Buying New Players, and this is going to be a really, really good episode. Loads of competitive gameplay guys for once too. We're going to be moving away from the beginning. We've racked up a decent amount of coins now. We don't need that anymore. We don't need those little boosts at the start. We've sold off 5 only tradable players, which is really, really good. It got us up to around about 6,000 coins, which is really, really nice. And even the bronze and silver players ended up selling on. So I thought, yeah, let's go ahead and buy some more Barca players. Thomas Vermaelen, 550 coins, cheap as you like. Very, very good. This was on a really good day, actually. Players were very cheap. And there's another one, Munir El Haddadi, another really cheap player, another really useful player for us. And of course, those guys are going to be our first gold players that we check off on that checklist. Right at the top of the checklist are the 2 77 rated players that do play for the Blaugrana, and they are now checked off nicely. So we've got a decent amount of players now, and I was going to go ahead and play some more squad battles, but I remembered we actually played one squad battles game last episode on beginner, so they're going to be able to give us a really, really measly reward for that, which we really don't need. And look what we get here, guys. We get this little loan player pack. In the future, hopefully we're going to be getting some really, really impressive squad battles rewards, and that's going to help us massively. But for now, it's okay. And this reward doesn't really mean anything, but because of the fact we only played one game, that was towards the end of the squad battles, we're not going to get a lot from it. But we got this really, really weird little reward pack, and it was a tradable pack, so we can maybe get to sell us some stuff from it, and we get 1,000 coins from it, which is basically made up the money that we just spent on Munir and Vermaelen, who, by the way, are in the team. They've got their kit numbers. They're all looking good. I've assigned the player roles, of course, and I decided, let's go ahead and play some squad battles against Dybala's team. It's an unbelievably good team. That's what I need to tell you guys. So I went on professional, thinking this is probably still going to be tough, and it was tough. It's a really, really good team. But as you guys can see here, we take the lead in the 13th minute. I was really, really happy with that because we don't have a good team at the moment. We really don't. So that's really good. With a bronze goalkeeper, a lot of silver players in the team. Professional will still be a hard game. That's the equivalent, in my opinion, of playing at world class or even legendary with a good team, because some of the players these guys had were really good. As you guys can see here, Ezquieta makes a really solid save there, but Miranda can't clear it. Ronaldo backing with a bicycle kick off the bar, and that's just how hard this game was. But our nice little tiki-taka passing football was still breaking them down. We came close there with Alenya. He gets in again. Probably should have had 2 goals there in the space of 2 highlights, but this time he plays it through and becomes provider to Abel Ruiz, who is becoming the Dongu of this series. If you guys remember all the way back to FIFA 16, Dongu was a Barcelona B player who was, of course, on the game, similar to Abel Ruiz, who we put down the middle all series because we just could never afford the likes of Suarez and Messi, and he was brilliant for us, which is really good to see. Then we concede one of the weirdest goals I think I've ever conceded, and this is the issue with having a bronze goalkeeper. Ronaldo literally just hit that on his left foot, no power, straight down the middle. I don't show the replays, of course, but, on the replay, he just hit it straight down the middle, and the goalkeeper just didn't save it. Really strange there, and maybe that would cost us the game. As you guys could see earlier there, they nearly came close from a free kick. Then a solid save again by Ezquieta. Another really good save by Buffon on their side. Miranda gets down, and there goes Abel Ruiz, who gets a hat-trick at a really, really important stage in the game. The onslaught from them would have been massive in those last 20 minutes had we not got this goal. So that is absolutely brilliant to see, in my opinion, and it's a really, really good result, that, as the full-time whistle blows. 3-1 on professional with that team. They weren't all on full fitness either, so I was pretty happy with that. Put me in a bit of confidence going into the episode, and it's given us a nice little boost here because we've only really played on beginner so far just to get things started. So our first tough game ends in victory, and it's a really good victory. Again, it's this incredible Dybala team, but Abel Ruiz right now is a goal scorer of many sorts, and he is really getting us the goals that we need in this series at the start of it, certainly. And they enjoyed that. The daily objectives took that one on the chin. We get a really nice contract here with 28 plus contract for the gold players, and I believe the silvers and the bronzes, but I'm not entirely sure about that. And also 100 coins, and we're going to get 100 coins here also. A silver reward pack, which is really, really nice, guys. And we're just going to be opening this up. I wasn't sure if it was tradable or untradeable. I believe it was tradable. Oh yeah, and it was. This was actually a really, really lucky pack. This is what you get from these free rewards. This guy here, who I didn't really know anything about, actually goes on to prove a massive part in this episode later, but I'll show you guys that in a moment. But for now, I decided that team did alright. It did. We're pretty low on fitness, but that should be alright. And I decided, let's go ahead and dive into a squad battles game on World Class. Not the best side that we're up against, granted. But, you know, he had better players than me. That team that he put together there has better players than me. So there you go, you know, it still could be a tough game. And I decided to make it even tougher for myself on World Class with this pretty weak team. And we get rid of one of our best players, Nacho Fernandez, who is stepping in at the moment because we had a vacant spot of centre-back. So he's off the pitch. We're down to 10 men. And they started carving me open, guys. Probably should have taken the lead on a couple of occasions on World Class. You know, with the players we've got, this was always going to be difficult. But we get through here, and Musa Wague nearly scores, who's one of our best players, by the way, in this mediocre Barca side we've ended up building at the start of the series. He goes down, stroke of half-time. Rojo, yellow card, trips him up from behind, and we get the penalty, guys. Massive, massive chance for us to take something from this game. And as you guys can see here, Alenya is going to be stepping up. I thought I put a little bit too much power in it, but it's a nice decisive penalty by Alenya. I'm really not strong at penalties, but there you go, we score it, and that was massive for me. That really, really was a big, big moment in the game. Hopefully we can just hold on to that. Again, we started strong in the second half here. Alenya so nearly getting his second of the game. And we get through here with De Blasis. He does really much on the pullback. And then Munir also should have scored. So two chances for our left-footed players not converted. And they punish us on World Class with a World Class finish, if let's be honest, guys. Sergi Enrich, the Eibar striker, puts it in the back of the net. He's been in top 4 in real life right now, and he's doing well against us in FIFA, and that is the full-time whistle. I was scared that it was going to end in a draw, but EA gave us a lifeline. They said, take it to extra time. I had to bring a few players on. I brought Angel on for De Blasis. I said to myself, unless there's an injury, I will not take off a Barca player unless he's being replaced with a Barca player. So I took off the Eibar player for a Getafe player, and here comes Angel, guys, getting in. And with the deflection, I thought we were just going to take it in, but we couldn't find a breakthrough in extra time. That's the order I went with for the penalty shootout, guys. This was not going to be nice. But yeah, here you go, guys. This is uncut footage of the penalty shootout. It doesn't take too long, I don't think. And we start nicely there with Munir, a really nice stroke penalty to the corner. I was just praying I could save enough, but when James Milner steps up, that's always unlikely. As you guys can see, he takes a nice long run up and absolutely buries it into the corner. Really, really nice penalty there by James Milner. Vermaelen wearing the armband today in the number 24 shirt steps up. I didn't really put that where I wanted to. I wanted a lot more power than that. He kind of side foots it. Went more in the corner than I would have thought, but check with the save either way. Chris Wood then steps up, the lanky striker from Burnley, and puts it wide. I was just really happy when I saw that, because I actually ended up diving the wrong way anyway. Abba Ruiz now with a chance, and look at that, guys. Like, that was no way near good enough from me. That I didn't put it enough in the corner. Gave Czech a really easy chance to palm it away. And that was Charlie Daniels' chance, guys. He steps up, and that's probably the best save that we've made so far. Ezquieta there with us. Really, really good save there from the bronze goalkeeper. Ricky Puig now steps up. Nice penalty from him. Just strokes it into the little middle side section of the net there, to Czech's left and to Ricky Puig's right. Rojo now steps up. Just praying I could save one. I couldn't. He rolls that one into the same corner that Munir and Puig put their penalties. Really little glitchy arrow there, really frustrating, but Angel manages to put it in anyway. He's been a star for us, certainly at the start of this series. And then Aaron Lennon steps up here, and I'm thinking, surely I can save this. Lennon, not a good penalty taker to win the game, but Lennon ends up scoring, guys, and we're again in a little bit of a predicament here. Sergi Samper, I do not want him shooting, never mind in a shootout, but he does score. Czech dives the wrong way, and it's really, really useful for us, of course. The fact that we've gone first gives us the advantage. You know, we can score and then hope to save, put the pressure on them. But Enrich doesn't feel the pressure. The man who scored the equaliser rolls it down the middle. Saul, who had to come on for an injured Alenya, which is really unfortunate, steps up and slots it in the corner nicely. But yeah, shame Alenya got injured. We'll have to give him an injury card after this game. But now it's Villalba who steps up. We have a chance to win it 5-4 on penalties. This was my opportunity. Long run up, shoots. And what a save by Ezquieta there. Strong right hand. And we win the game. We're going to keep our perfect record. We're looking good in the series. And there is absolutely no issues here, guys. I was very, very happy when I saw this result go in. And yeah, we did get through it, which is actually quite impressive. You know, being 10 men against world class with the poor side we have. We really lacked the legs in midfield. People were getting tired left, right and centre. I didn't put a fitness card on before the game. It wasn't good. It really wasn't pleasant to play. And that's a Real Madrid player's fault, who's nearly lost us that game. But there you go. We've won it in the end. We've struggled for sure. But we get the win, and that's all that matters, guys. Nearly up to gold 3, of course. I played this right at the start of the new squad battles. I find Citizen now actually quite a good deal with the fresh contract, so I end up sniping him real quick. Longley, there's another one, 1.1k, very, very cheap indeed. At the moment, he's going for about 1.4, 1.5k at the time I'm doing this voiceover, so, you know, on this day, prices were quite cheap. And, again, those are two really good signings that we can now add to the checklist. The checklist looking strong, guys. It really is looking quite good right now. We've got a lot of players checked off in the early days, and I decided, let's go into my club, let's clear out all the tradable stuff. The cheapest one was there, for this backlist guy was 2.9k. I listed him up in the end for 2.5k. You guys will be able to see in a minute. He sells on almost immediately and gives us a lot of coins, which were super useful for us in the episode to come. These are all the kits that we got at the start. I didn't realise these were actually tradable. The Man City and the Leipzig one. I was thinking maybe they would go for a bit, but they didn't go for anything. Those are all our stadiums. I decided not to sell the Spain badge because I don't really want to. And then we get this other kit we're going to sell. The Espanyol kit, I don't even check, I just discard it. And then the rest of the kits are, of course, tradable. In the consumables, we don't really want to be selling anything, so I decided to leave that. But this guy here, Bakakis, I believe his name was, he puts us up to nearly 10.5k there, which was really, really good, which allows us to go ahead and make a load of signings. Arthur Melo is one of them, 82 rated, top player in real life. He's going to be massive for us at the moment in the Busquets role that I'm going to slide him into because we don't really have anyone else there to play there. Denis Suarez, another signing we're going to be putting in. He's going to be super useful for us. Nelson Semedo, I got on a bid for 2,100 coins. Very, very quick fullback. Look at that 92 pace there. That's why he was relatively expensive. But we get him in either way, which is really nice to see. Then I decided to go for Rafinha. He's going to give us a lot of goals from midfield and also take the armband for the moment in this team. And we get him for just 1,000 coins, which is a really good deal, guys. That leaves us with 5,000 coins, which allows us to make one more signing and one more big signing. And that man is Ousmane Dembele. We're going to go ahead and pick him up here, guys. Nearly 5,000 coins, 4.9k, and it leaves us on about 100 coins. But there you go, guys. It doesn't matter. We've made so many new additions there. That is what the checklist was previously looking after the Citizen and Longley signings. And look at it now, guys. We've nearly finished the whole goal column. And in the next two episodes, you know, Malcolm and Sergio Roberto, they're certainly also going to be signed up. And then we can move on to the big names. So this series moving at a serious pace. I couldn't really be more happy with how it's going right now. And I was really, really impressed with the start we're making. I didn't realise we'd be able to get this many top quality players this quickly. So it is actually a joy to behold. And I'm really, really happy with that. I cannot lie to you guys. I really am. But what that did leave us with was quite a lack of coins. So I went onto the market or the catalogue looking if they had some kits, but they don't this year. So I decided, let's go ahead and buy all these balls. You know, we've got enough levels in the EAS catalogue. So we're going to go ahead and buy all of them with our little EAS coins. And then after that, we'll discard them, making up a nice little profit there just to kickstart us back up. And that's going to give us a nice amount of coins too. Really good way of making coins at the start of the game, and it's basically like a 3k really, which is what we needed because we were on 120 coins right now, which, you know, of course doesn't matter because we're not going to be signing anyone else just yet. But yeah, I just didn't want that little amount of coins. I felt it was probably the right time to go ahead and get all of these balls quick sold. And there you go, guys. The only one we're actually going to be using is the La Liga one. Well, I couldn't get that one out. La Liga ball. But yeah, I decided to discard them all. Look at that, nearly back up to 1.5k, which is really, really good. Squad battles was tough so far, but I wanted to go again. I wanted to go again on world class, guys. It was tough last time, but with 10 men, I felt confident. And with this new team that we built, I felt even more confident. They had a decent team, not too bad at all. You know, they got some good players in there, but no real chemistry. But the good players proved. Mario Palolo there with an absolutely brilliant goal. Brilliant goal by Parolo, and he gives them the lead there. The Italian CDM, who is really, really good in real life, actually. Very, very good workhorse in midfield. And he can shoot well too, and as you guys can see there, he takes the net off. Citizen not getting anywhere near on his debut. Arthur Melo tries doing the same thing, coming in from deep. Well saved. Corner swung in. Big header by Longley and a super arm saved by Schmeichel. Then Suarez this time tries to guide one into the corner. Again, they swipe it away. We keep on coming forward here though, guys. Arthur Melo on the edge shoots just past the post. Really close again. Not the best clearance from Rafinha. Solid shot into the near post, but Citizen is aware to the situation. They get a super chance here again. Ball into Verdi, who was a special card, but we get it away from Citizen. And then Monir pops up with a massive header there in the 36th minute. That's going to give us a lot of confidence going on. I needed that goal. Was still a little bit shell-shocked after what was a super tough game last time out. But after that goal went in, just 3 minutes later, Denis Suarez whipping one into the top corner. And we were feeling super confident now, guys. Mowing down this team, even on world class. We don't have the best team right now, but it is pretty good, guys. It's a good little side that we got here with all the kit numbers done, of course. And as you guys can see here, we keep going on. Abba now through to Dembele, the goal scorer turns provider, and Ousmane gets his first goal for the building Barca club with that wristband on of his. Can't do that little brilliant acceleration that he does. I don't think in FIFA, if they add it in, I'll start doing it. But we get another ball through to Abba here, and look at this. Diego Costa-like play, just shields the ball, and what a brilliant wallop finish into the top corner to make it 4-1 here, guys. And now, all of a sudden, we're running riot with a very, very cheeky celebration there too. From Abarid, and Munir leaps on him, and then Rafinha with the armband joins them in the celebration. Then Suarez tucks it along the line, chance here for Munir, and a very, very nice finish into the near post there. Munir, who's playing on like 3 chemistry right now, the striker at left wing, doing alright. 2 goals this game, not bad at all from Munir, and I love the way he's got that game face this year. It really is brilliant. But look at this, guys. This is why it's a little bit of a nightmare sometimes. What the fuck just happened there? I'm sorry, but like, I was still controlling Citizen whilst Miranda had the ball at his feet, and he was just jogging into no man's land, and by the time they shot it was too late. Then this happens from the resulting corner, like they whip in a ball, Citizen literally comes out to claim it, just misses the punch, and then they score, and that's without me even bringing Citizen out. EA have just gone ahead and decided, let's go ahead and bring him out, and completely missed the ball. So I didn't like that. It was a little bit of a shame to actually concede 3 goals in this game, where we probably should have conceded 1 maximum, but oh well, a win's a win. We only wanted a win, but the result really doesn't reflect what happened in the game there. Munir, with the Man of the Match award, another really good game from him, even on 3 chemistry, and we absolutely dominated those guys. We really did. The stats don't lie there. And nearly up to gold 1, which is absolutely brilliant, guys. I know it's just a start, but there you go. Weekly objectives, we actually unlocked something here. Of course, we don't need any kits, but we'll store it in the club either way. And then I thought, guys, let's finish off episode 3 with some online gameplay. I haven't done any so far, and I felt it was time. We've got a really, really solid squad together now, guys. It's not bad at all. And that last game playing on World Class, we absolutely dominated that solid side there. So I was confident. I was just hoping we didn't come up against anyone good. And we've basically got to play our qualification games here for FUT Rivals. But there you go, guys. Solid team. His best player there, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Not a bad Prem team to start off. We start well. Denis Suarez gets in. Good save by Kepa, and that's a theme of the day, really. Again, we get in Dembele. Kepa, again, saving the guy. This time, Munir gets a lovely little turn, and what a finish. In what is a weird stadium, you know, I wanted to play away from him a lot more, because in squad battles, I believe you only ever play at home, which is a little bit boring, but these other stadiums make it more difficult. I don't know what it is about that goal shape. It's just super weird, isn't it? Again, Kepa, what a save. And then he goes down the other end and just slides it in with Adam Lallana, and I was just thinking, wow, what a release we've got from playing normal Ultimate Team in these first couple of episodes by just playing offline. We've got away from all the aids, but we were back in it there with Dembele, who gets a lovely finish for us at a really important time in the game. They're not a bad player, this guy, but we were still doing well. Rafinha again, with a worse goalkeeper, you know, maybe it could have been a different story. That one off the post. We just couldn't break through. Decent header that though, and Rafinha picks up to it, and that's probably the first bad thing Kepa's done today. Maybe should have done better with that, but very close range. He's kept them in it until this point, but just lets that one slip, and then Rafinha gives us a 2-goal lead that I really, really needed. I'm getting very, very panicked here, but Dembele gets in here. Abarri's just offside, as you guys will be able to see in a minute, but a very, very good finish from the Spanish striker, the young Barca B player. They whip in the ball here, and Citizen, man, just has to be doing better with that. And that's a shame, because Citizen's going to be in goal for us for a while, because Ter Stegen, 89 rated this year, very, very expensive. But there you go, Citizen has to improve. A brilliant attack though. Again, guys, this brilliant football really does dominate teams, especially online. They just can't deal with it. It's actually insane. And then Rafinha, again on the score sheet, the man with the armband, comes up big for us when we needed him most, which was really, really good to see. We kept going, of course, guys. Arthur Melo, I mean, Kepa was actually insane this game. It was unbelievable. We didn't stop even into the 92nd minute shot from Rafinha. There's Kepa again. Yeah, you guys get the idea. Kepa absolutely saved this guy from what could have been an absolute slaughter. But there you go, 4-2. Somehow this guy's got 2 goals out of the game. But there you go, you know, that's FIFA for you. It happens that way a lot. And wow, look at those stats, guys. The guy had 2 shots on target and scored both of them. That's FIFA. That's what happens. We just need to make sure that we get the victories and just forget about all of the stuff that goes on in the background. That's all we need right now. You know, whether it's 5-4, I don't care. We just need the win. So a really nice start there. Again, we've got a lot more wins this episode. And look at our team, guys. Look how good that team is looking. It's really, really coming along nicely. I'm really happy at the end of episode 3 to have a team with the players of Dembele, Rafinha, Semedo, Longley, Citizen in it. It's really, really good. And of course, Arthur Melo pulling the strings. And yeah, what a way to end the episode. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.